Howdy, I'm Kurt Williams. We just finished day one of our trip around the whole state of Michigan to visit every single comic store, and I just figured I would share what I grabbed today. We hit 7 stores. I was hoping to hit 9, but 2 of them did not exist, so we only got to 7. Luckily, my teeth haven't been causing me any trouble yet. I feel like tomorrow it's probably going to start sucking because it didn't suck today, so I've got to have extra suck tomorrow. We'll see. Let's get right into this. The first store I went to is called Comic Relief. I got this cute little Woody Woodpecker little big book. Honestly, I thought it was going to be more like a pocketbook, but it's just kind of a picture with words. But it's cute. You know, it's really old and it's kind of crusty and it's got some kid's name in it. I like it. It's worth the like $5 I paid for it. It's from 1950. Pretty cool. I also got this pocketbook of Dick Tracy with Mrs. Pruneface. That's super cool. I don't have any Dick Tracy yet, so this was a nice little find. It was also really cheap. Great deal. Really excited about that. And then I got one regular comic from there. It's this issue of Unexpected with Alligator Alley. I just thought the cover was so funny. It was like $2 or something. I had to have it. So pretty successful trip to Comic Relief. Next, I went to the amazing bookstore, and I only bought this one issue. It's an issue of Aerosmith that I missed when it came out on the racks a long time ago. Haven't been able to read the rest of the series because I was missing issue 2. It was really cheap. I think it was $2. All of his back issues are half off. Great deal. What was next? Galaxy Comics. Galaxy Comics had a 50-cent bin, and I got a lot of great stuff there. I spent way too long looking through the 50-cent bins. We reached well over the 20-minute mark because I was just too excited. But I got issue 2 of Iron Jaw. You may have seen issue 1 as a prop in one of my videos. I got this issue of Chris Star with Nightcrawler on it. I just love that art. It was worth 50 cents. I got this Dark Horse comic from the 90s with Mike Mignola art on it. That's pretty cool. Issue 4 of the Gargoyle. I think I have issues 1 and 2, maybe issue 3. Figured it was worth grabbing. This issue is falling apart. It's Space Family Robinson Lost in Space. I just think that cover art is really cool. Then I got issue 2 and issue 4, Jack of Hearts. I've got issue 1. Might as well work on collecting the rest of the series. And then I got issue 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, issue 12 of the Eternals. I haven't read much of that series, but I'm excited to read more. And then the rest of this is all Conan. I've been collecting this Conan series from the 80s recently. I haven't read any of it yet. I'm trying to get all of it and then read it when I'm done collecting it. I got issue 102, 113, 121, 122, 127, 138, 139, 150, 152, 155, 156, 158, 161, 162, 168, 170, 177, 179, 180, 185, 190, 191, and 202. And all these were 50 cents, and I think he even rounded down when I was done to like $14 total for all of that. It was super great. Next, I went to Koi's Comics, which was another great store. I got this issue, which is, what is that? Helen of Windhorn. It's the Tom King issue that I missed on Wednesday. They didn't have it at my shop, so I grabbed it at Koi's. That was pretty exciting for me. I also got issue 2 of Watchmen out of, I think, $1 bin. It's you know, kind of beat up. It's not the best copy ever, but it's Watchmen. And speaking of Watchmen, they also had this first edition graphic novel of Watchmen from, what is this, 87? Let me see here. First printing, 87. And you know, it's kind of beat up. It's got a bunch of wear on it, but I got this for less than $6. Great deal. I love having really early graphic novels on my shelf. Super exciting. Probably the coolest thing I bought today. Next, we went to, it was Cashman's Comics. That was a great little shop. I got just some fun stuff that I thought looked interesting. Is this Girls Romance? Don't have any of that. Figured it was worth a try. I like having a well-rounded collection. This issue of Romantic Secrets. Ooh, very exciting. I love picking up issues of Where Monsters Dwell. That's a great campy series. And I got issue 55 of The Submariner. Just a cool cover. Thought it was neat. Next, we went to Comic Culture in Mount Pleasant, which was another excellent little store. I grabbed a bunch of stuff out of what they called, what was it, the rat bin? Just a bunch of comics that were really beat up and had water damage and were missing covers sometimes, and they thought nobody really wanted to buy them, but that's exactly what I like, so I bought a bunch. I got issue 95 of Conan, issue 280 of Thor, this really cool Charlton Comics Doomsday +1. Is that issue 1? It's issue 7. It's I think it's a ripoff of Commandi issue 1, that famous cover with the Statue of Liberty. I just think it's neat. Also, this Charlton Comics Space Adventures. I just think that's a really cool, classic comic cover. Great colors on there. And then this other Charlton comic, Monster Hunters, and the monster is saying scary. I just think that's so funny. I love it. What a great cover. Then I got issue 53, Master of Kung Fu, issue 78, Master of Kung Fu, issue 230, The Incredible Hulk, issue 232, The Incredible Hulk, issue 63 of The Defenders, issue 68 of The Defenders, issue 227 of Captain America, and issue 230, that iconic cover, Captain America. And yeah, these comics are kind of beat up, but as you can see, they still got good colors. They're still very readable. They're good enough for me. And then the last comic store that we went to was Rebel's Sanctuary. Great store. That was Greg. He stayed open for us. Really cool guy. I picked up volume 2 of Southern Bastards by Jason Aaron. I haven't read volume 1 yet, but this was on sale, so it was worth it. And then I got issue 336 of Thor, 342 of Thor, 343 of Thor, and 345. Pretty reasonable prices on them, pretty typical. Also, one of the most exciting things I found was at Cashman's Comics, he had this little Professor Xavier metal figurine. It's from that series I've been collecting, and you might see it in the background in my videos. I asked him if he had any. This was the only one he had, and I asked him how much it was. He said he would give it to me if I gave him a good review, and I was going to give him a good review anyway, so it's a win-win situation. And then I asked them at Comic Culture if they had any, and they had this little Doctor Doom guy, and they also said they were just going to give them to me. So I barely ever find these guys, but I happened to find 2 today. Didn't have to pay for either of them. And I'm not saying that if you walk through their doors, they're going to give you free stuff, but I must have been putting out good energy into the world today or something, because the world sure gave me good energy. Anyway, that's what I got today. We got another 10-ish shops tomorrow we got to go to, starting with Top Comics up here in Traverse City where we're staying. Stay tuned, and there'll be more to come. Thanks.